Okay, welcome everyone to our daily Forex market analysis call in preparation for trading on June 22nd, 2017. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. If you have questions about your individual investment needs, I recommend you talk to your investment advisor. So let's start off by taking a look at our Forex factory. So today we didn't have a whole lot of news. We had British pound public sector net borrowing came in positive, better than expected. And then we also had for British pound, there was some chat about how the economy was doing better and it may be time to raise rates. However, based on what Bank of England Governor Carn said, he is not looking, or they're not looking at raising interest rates at least this year. So there's a bit of a chatter around interest rate hike, but with Brexit going on, it doesn't make sense for them to raise rates here because it will create more uncertainty in the market. So, but as we see more of those news items or comments come out in terms of it being time to raise rates, we will see that British pound will react to those news. Anytime there is chat about or talk about interest rate hikes, we normally see that currency jump up. So we did have official cash rate for New Zealand dollar. As expected, the interest rates did not change. We did see a bit of a jump in New Zealand dollar. However, because the Reserve Bank of New Zealand held the rates, so we have seen that come back again. So let's go on to the charts. Oh, actually, let's take a quick look at what's coming up on June 22nd. So not a whole lot in terms of the red news, but we do have core retail sales number for Canadian dollar, and we also have retail sales for Canadian dollar, as well as unemployment claims for the US. So consumer confidence number here for the euro will be important, and then we just have central bank members speaking, but it's not the main leads for the central bank, so these ones may not have as big an impact. So really the red news is just the 8:30 a.m. News tomorrow. So not a whole lot. So let's move on to the charts here. Let's start off with euro US dollar. So the euro has changed a bit now. So for the last couple of days, we were looking for it to go down. And today I was actually looking for it to drop, but it has gone up. So now we have a bullish close for the day. What that means for us is now, since we have a bullish close, which means it could go up higher. And the way this is bullish engulfing candle, so that looks bullish right now for euro. So the next target for euro will be this 111.80 area, which is the bottom of this pin. If it breaks through this area, we're looking at this 1220-ish area up top here. So if we go take a look at our 4-hour, this is where we are sitting. So this level here, so price did drop as we were expecting, but it did not, and then it tried to go back down again, but it did not hold below the pivot point. And now we have seen doji here, which is a bullish doji here, as well as a bullish engulfing candle. So now it looks like we are likely to see prices go up higher. So this area will be the first level, 111.80, and then we're looking for a high, the pin at the top here. So those are the two targets to the upside, but overall this seems bullish now. As we can see, price made a low and then it's been making higher lows at this point, and this looks bullish. It's holding above the pivot point, it's pushing up higher. So R1 will be the first target, which is 1180, and then we're looking into this level 12, about 1212 or 1200 level to 1220, which will be the top of this one here. So that's what we're looking at. So for some reason, there's been additional volatility in the euro, and it's improved against the US dollar, even though US dollar has been strong for the last few days, but euro hasn't been able to break lower. So if we take a look at the 4-hour chart, as we can see, price came back to test this level again, but could not actually even break below this level, this previous low. And now, as we can see, we have a low, a higher low, a higher low, and now it looks like it wants to push up higher. So keep that in mind. So the next target here is 12.12. This candle, we're likely to see that filled now that price closed above the pin here. So that's euro. Daily, we are looking at bullishness there. With the pound, we did see a drop. I was looking for a bigger drop in this case, but the price has closed bullish to neutral in this. I was looking for price to drop. From our entry there, it did drop about 30 pips, but it did not continue lower. So at this point, we're kind of back into break-even area. So let's see, what does this look like? So based on this daily candle close, this looks quite neutral. At the point, bullish to neutral is what I would say. We do have bullish close, but we have pins on both sides, which means it could go either way. So in terms of our targets here, we could see the price go up to the top of this pin here, which is 12700. So we do have to be open to that level. Price could go up higher. But overall, though, British pound has not been as strong. For a few days, we were talking about it coming and filling in this candle. So it has filled it in up to the breaking point. So this is the breaking point. So this inefficient move is now filled. So a lot of times price will go lower and it will go to exactly where it started from. So in this case, we'll have to watch the 12700 level. So we could see price go up, do a double top and come back. So that level would be critical in terms of how price reacts. So that's the level to watch. So the type of move we may see is this, so kind of a double top here and then a drop. Now let's go down to a lower time frame, but if it doesn't, then we could go up higher. So if it doesn't hold there, if it picks up strength and it continues beyond 2700, then 2750, the top of the pin here, that will be the next level to target. But the first level here is 12700. So I'm still in this trade, and I will be watching what price does at that level. And if it doesn't, like it could go up to this R1 level, 127.23. However, this will be the first target level. There's pin right here, so it's a strong level. So I'll keep an eye on it and see how it goes. But if euro starts to take off to the upside, chances are British pound will follow as well. So we'll have to kind of monitor it closely. We did not get this whole, the entire thing filled. So I was looking for it to come down lower. So we just came into this support and resistance level, which is see this pin here. We kind of got into that pin, but we did not manage to break lower. So looking at the 4 hour, so if we take a look here, so this is the level. See how it stayed above? So it came back into the previous support level, and then it's bouncing off of that level. So we'll just kind of need to see how it does. So overall, we are looking at, based on the daily close, we're looking at bullish to neutral, and I'm looking for price to turn at this 12700 level if it does go up. So that's the status for pound dollar. Looking at dollar CAD, we are bullish. Price closed quite strongly in here. So now we're looking for a pullback into 13300 level. So the move that we are looking for is something like this. So price comes down, tests this same level, 13300 level, and then moves up higher. And the target here will be 133.80. So this is the pin right here. And as we can see, the pin over here as well. So that's the next target. But the candle close, the daily candle close is quite bullish. So there's one more scenario that could happen, is price coming down slightly lower. So pulling back lower, which will be 132.80 level. So first we are looking at 13300 level. So price to come into this level and then basically finding support here and going higher. Or the second level, if we get a deeper pullback, will be 132.80 level and then price pushing up higher. But in both of these scenarios, we are looking for price to move higher because it looks quite bullish, very bullish close on the day. So if we go back here, as we can see, price is making, this looks kind of like the euro scenario where price is making higher lows and starting to move up higher. So this is where the first level will be. See how price can pull back. So we're looking for this to pull back into 3,300. If not, we're looking for a price to pull back into this 3380-ish area, somewhere around there, and then move up higher. But we are bullish, so we could see price pull back here and then go in to fill the inefficiency right over here, this big drop. We could see price go kind of like this and then move on higher. So we may not see this entire move tomorrow, but 3380 looks like a good level where we could see price drop and then move up higher. So that's for dollar CAD. So we're bullish on that. Aussie dollar, we are bearish on this. So price has already pulled back into the 75.70 level. So as we can see, we have the pin to pin test, and now we're looking for price to drop. The target level here is 75.20. So the daily close here is nice bearish close, and so therefore we're looking for price to move lower here. Looking at the 4 hour, this is the next target, 75.20. And if the price breaks, so this is a good level to watch. So there are two scenarios that we could see here. The first one is that price comes and gets stuck here and moves up higher. So this level, 75.20, is an important level. See how price had stayed above this before it did a next move higher. So in this case here, we could see price pull back and then basically bounce off again. So that is something to be careful with. And the second scenario is where the price comes in here and then drops through, comes back and tests this level again, and then drops further. So this entire area becomes open to us. So, but for that, we need to see a break of 75.20 and then take that breakout trade to the downside, not before we see that, see the level. So here 75.70 is again the level that we could see tested, and then it could come back lower here. Okay, so Aussie dollar, we are bearish. New Zealand dollar here, we have been trading in this range and we have not broken the range yet. So in this case, we are going to trade this as a range bound. So 7,200 would be the bottom of the range for us. So if the price comes down into 7,200, we're looking for price to basically bounce off, go up higher. And if it goes higher, then we are looking for price to drop. So we're just basically bracketing the move. So I would say this is a good level, 7,300. So price goes into 7,300, we're looking for a drop. Price going to 7,200, we're looking for a bounce to the upside. So it's about 100 pip range that we are looking for price to trade in. So it is quite sideways for New Zealand dollar. Price was dropping, and then with the Reserve Bank of New Zealand announcement, even though they kept the rate steady, but with their comments, it has pushed up. So looking at the 4 hour, this is what it looks like. So here we are, this is the target, 7,200. It came down and then bounced off of that. So this is where we have sat for the last couple of days. And we can only really trade this once price comes out of this range. So it will have to break out of this range for us to, so sorry, 71.80 is probably a better level here. So we'll have to see price break down through this for it to go to the next level. So we are bearish, we are range bound, looking for a range bound move in the New Zealand dollar. Okay, pound yen. Pound yen is very much neutral, just like dollar pound dollar. So this one, I'm still looking for pound to drop here, but it's not as much as it did before. So we have to be, so this is very neutral, probably not the best pair to trade at the moment. And here we have dollar yen, very neutral close. It is holding below this 111.80 level. So we're looking for it to kind of come down further into this level here, which is 110.80 level. So we're looking for price to move down lower. So this is where we are, 111.80, looking for price to kind of come back into this 110.80 level. So it's right in the middle right now. So we're just looking for it to come down lower. So as we can see, for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 days now, the 5th day, it hasn't really done much. It's just gone sideways. So that's why we're looking for it to come down into the bottom. If it breaks the low, which is S2 here, 110.65, then we are going to look for higher. Oh, the screen is not moving. That's strange. So let me just stop the sharing and try again. Anyone else having that problem? So let me just actually stop it and share it again. So Walter, it seems okay for you? Yeah, you see dollar yen? Yeah, I'm at dollar yen. How's that? Did that work? Okay, perfect. All right, so dollar yen, we're looking at range bound move here as well, but right now we're looking for price to come down towards the bottom of the range. It has been rejected at the top here, so looking for it to come down lower. But the neutral, very, very neutral close on this, so it may not be the best one to trade either. So the yen crosses, basically we are range bound on all the yen crosses. Another one I wanted to look at, so euro yen, we are sideways, dollar yen, we are sideways, pound yen, we are sideways as well, the very neutral close. Euro Aussie was another one. So Euro Aussie, we were bullish on. And so yesterday's close was bullish and we had a big bullish close. So based on this, we are looking for further move to the upside. 148.20 will be the first target. And if the price goes beyond that, we are looking at a 148.80 or even 149.00 level. Yeah, 4,900, the spin right here. So because it's so bullish now, so we're looking for further move to the upside. This is very, very strong bullish close for the day. So looking for price to move up higher here, 148.20 first target and 4,900 as the second target. All right, so that's all I have. Anything else you would like me to cover? Okay, if not, we'll just call it a wrap.